Sundareshwar.
Okay. Okay. Now we got the confirmation. Okay. Hi guys. So my name is Sunder Kodi. I'm from India. I'm a beta student partner, and today I'm going to show you how to use Microsoft Custom Vision, and also show you a bit about what are these cognitive services and what various features you can get using Microsoft Cognitive Services. So let's start. If I click next here. Okay. So at the first, let's see what is Azure Cognitive Services. Well, Cognitive Service brings a AI within every developer reach. So this is a kind of a low-code situation which is in which Microsoft is focusing on. Like you don't need a coding knowledge to do all this stuff. Like you can use these cognitive services for something like to hear, speak, search, understand, and also use this for decision making in your apps. So if you like, for example, if you need to create a speech recognition app, you need to have some kind of experience in coding at least. So, and you need to also do machine learning and everything, but Microsoft helps you in a such a way that it already gives you an API to which you can do every these things without like a high sense of code knowledge. And if I slide next, and if you ask me like what are the benefits of these cognitive services, I would say it's like apply AI to more scenarios with most comprehensive portfolio of domain specific AI capabilities on the market. So let me just explain it to you. What it does, like in order to like create an application which is currently that is needed to competitively in the market, you need something machine learning related in it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be current because everything these days uses some kind of machine learning. And in order to develop that machine learning, the AI and everything, you have to at least invest a couple of months in that in order to perfect the algorithm. But what Microsoft does it already gives you the algorithm to you at your doorstep with just an API. And you can also use these services for edge computing or the containers that you have lying in the cloud. And well, the last point is no machine learning expertise required. So 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 there are some few types of cognitive services. And first is I would say it's the decision cognitive service. What services does it provide? First service is called Anomaly Detector. It identifies what anomalies is. If I can say, like, if some problem is about to occur, uh, the API would detect, like, before it would just before a way hand, like if something is going wrong, like if something is going to catch on fire, you would know like previously, like due to some heat up or everything. So through this anomaly detector, it would identify the problems even before the problems have started, like, to show. So this is a good algorithm Microsoft gives you. And the second is content moderator. You might see that in if you're live streaming or if you're giving these sessions, some people might be toxic and give you and like write some offensive chat and some unwanted content. So this content moderator, what does it does? Like it verifies each and every message, and then it checks that how like if the people are using any the words that are meant not to be used on public streams. So it would just like block those content and everything. And personalizer is a API which in the background learns about the user and sees what the user is interested in, what the user, like, for example, take Google AdSense. It like sees your every network activity that you're doing in on the internet, and supplies the ads as per your relevance. So that is a kind of personalized ad service. So the thing, with Google AdSense, we can use this personalized also. These are the decisions services. And for the language services, you can get this immersive reader. What does it do? It reads out the text in an order format. It's kind of a text to speech service which Azure gives you. And language understanding.
Sundareshwar,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt you, but your voice is not that much clear to everyone.
Oh, is it? Um, is it okay now? If I
Yeah,
put
it's
back
like
here.
it is echoing a bit. So it
Oh,
might be due to some connection issues.
let me see.
No, not from your side,
Oh,
from
okay.
other side.
Okay. Then
Okay, yeah, now it's fine. It's okay. Continue. Wow, thank you so much. Okay, and the other thing, like you have not shared you have not uploaded the PPT, right? You are just sharing the screen.
Yeah, yeah, I'm just sharing the screen because sometimes it happens like some people might not get the PPT if there's net slow. So in order to avoid that, just
Okay,
share my
yeah,
screen.
okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. Yeah, let's continue. Thank you so much.
Let's go. So where I was, so I was about to tell you like what. Okay, it went back for me. Okay, so language understanding. What is language understanding? Well, this is a cool API because I have used this in my NLP project, through which it understands the language. If you are making a chatbot, some people might prefer the chatbot to be a kind of in a funny way, or some people might be inclined to being in a formal way. So what it does, if someone speaks in a formal manner, it understands like, okay, this guy is a kind of formal dude, so I'll speak, or it will allow the chatbot to speak in a formal way rather than being in a funny way or a kind of a sarcastic way. But it normally recognizes the people's speech or the text they give. So through that, they the chatbot can think intelligently that it would react in such order. And and the Q&A maker. So if you're making a bot which has some specific questions, like if you're making a bot for your college, so that it would navigate you through college, or something related to navigation, or something related to your doubts and questions. So what does it does, the Q&A maker helps you to, like, you need to just, it's so simple that you need to just upload a Excel sheet which in one column it contains the questions, in the other column it contains the answers. So it would automatically read every those questions and train a chatbot and already give you the API of the chatbot. Like, you need to just implement the API in your what's a web service or even apps, and automatically get the chatbot implemented to your service. And text analytics. What this text analytics do? So if you want to do a project based on sentiment analysis, or you want to do something related to detect the person's mood or anything from there, just from the typing to the chat, like if someone types like something, and it would automatically detect that if the person is happy, if the person is angry, and everything. So it's a kind of a good AI which detects the emotions and everything. So if you're doing a project based on sentiment analysis, I would suggest that you go to text analytics. And the last but not least, the translator API. So it's self-explanatory. Microsoft gives you an API which you can implement in your translator app, and it supports for like more than 60 languages. So if you want to create an app or a service which uses translation from one language to another, this API should help you. And next is let me see. Okay, so next is speech. What does speech do? Well, it gives you a format in a speech, like it indicates the speech processing into your apps and services. So if I ask you like what are those types, like first is speech to text. What is does it reads the text and gives in a speech manner, and text to speech, it converts the text to the speech. And so normally, if the why does it why this is different from the others, because normally if you ever want to create a speech to text or text to speech bot, you need to have some knowledge, or you need to go to GitHub and see the code and everything. You need to make a bot yourself and use the audio engine and everything. But the simplest thing is, like, if you go to the cognitive services, to just get the API and to just learn to how to implement that API and that calls from your machine. So this would help you to get it. Just a minute, hold on. I don't know why the hold on. And the next thing is speech translation. So this is a good thing. Like if you're going like somewhere out of country and you don't know the language, and many people face difficulties in the like translation and everything. Like if you like I'm Indian, I would speak Hindi, and if I'm going to Italy, then the people there speak Italian, and it might happen sometimes that the person in front of you might not know the language that you know. So this speech translation helps you a lot. Like you do have apps lying around, but those are some third party apps that you don't, like, someone else created it. So if you want to integrate or make an app on your own, that which could do a real time translation between two languages, you can use this API called speech translation. And I'll share this PPT with Mursal and Hiba, so that once they send you certificate, so that they will give you this PPT also, and you can click the links in here to directly navigate to the website. And next thing which you are going to learn today is the vision services. So there are a couple of services in which one is computer vision, in through which there are various things in this computer vision. You can use this computer vision API to extract text from images, to extract information like the data of face and everything. So you can use this computer vision to analyze images and get the context out of the images. And custom vision, so today we are going to learn this part in detail, the custom vision service. What does it do? It's basically just an image recognition website through which you can just go, and and the simple way is then to just select the images, tag them, and just click train. It would train those images and automatically give you a prediction URL through which you need to just implement those in your script or your app or your web page, so that you can directly, without even like, if you are training in a model, like I did try this in like 2 years back. I was doing a image recognition project about, based on garbage detection. So what did I do, that I needed to like get those images and train it for like for like 6 hours or 7 hours. I need to just keep my laptop idle and let it train. And even after that, it would just show me like it was not that much accurate that I expected. So it would like it would take so much, a lot of time, a lot of power to get the machine to be accurate. But what does custom vision do? It would like take just like 5 minutes or 10 minutes to get your model up and running. That's a cool, and I'll show you today how to do that. And the next is the face. So if you are making an emotion detection or a face detection service, you can just use the face API through which it would detect the person's each and every kind. It would even it is so accurate that it could detect the eyebrow length, the eyes width, how much the nose is, how much is the length of the nose, uh, how much wide is the person smiling and everything. So there are pretty cool stuff in the face API also. And this form recognizer, what it does, like if you are scanning an Excel sheet, it would automatically recognize like the how many tabs and how many columns, and generates exact file same as the Excel sheet that you just scanned. So you need to not just like copy the Excel sheet, you just click a photo and it will automatically convert it to an Excel sheet. This ink recognizer. So ink recognizer uh, recognizes for you handwritten, or which is something basically handwritten. If like currently Apple, if you have saw the WWDC for this year, Apple has like released Scribble for iPad, in which the iPad could detect if you write something handwritten, it would automatically convert into text and put it there. So this is the thing that ink recognizer does. So if you write something, or scan something which is handwritten, it would automatically convert that into a text and give it to you. And what is video indexer? So what is this? So if you saw some in some videos, so if you've seen something like it's a video in which a person is walking. For example, let's take it's a video that person is walking. and what does video indexer does? It scans the video, it goes to the frame and says that a person is walking. It just shows a text below that a person is walking, and a person is skating, or a person is. So what is that? It scans the video and tells like the task that people are doing or what the video is about. And if I click next, so yes, so this is the last type, and this is like pretty useful the people who are developing web pages and app service which uses web element. So you might see that the first one is Bing auto suggest. So what does it do? So if you have gone to if you like if you must have, like if you go to Google and if you are going to search like pineapple, and once you write PINE, it will auto suggest like is it pineapple or not. So the auto suggest that Google uses. So Microsoft also has a search engine called Bing. So it also gives us the users the ability to do the same thing. So if you use this API and implement into your web page, so Bing will help you to auto suggest. Like if someone in your website, once you have implemented this auto suggest feature in your website, and someone goes to a search and searches something, it would help it to autofill it. And this custom search, this is a search engine function for your own website. So So if you're developing a website which needs a heavy search function, it also does it. So, and these are the entities, and like search you can, and for this entity search, it's just like you need to keep tags, and it will search the tags and give it to you the results. This is called an image search. Being image search is, it is same search, like if you give an image to it, it would search the whole internet and give you the results similar to the image that you gave it. And this is the news search. Like if you implement this app, you can turn any app into a news search resource. So, and spell check. If you're developing an app which requires spell checking, or if you want to create an app which does spell checking, you can use this API to similarly similarly to Grammarly if you are using this, and autocorrect. So and this is the video search, which would help you to add video search features to your app. This is visual search, like it's the same thing like users to search using images, and this is the web search, and which implements all of these things in one thing. Okay, so you might see that Azure has so many services, and what you might ask, like what companies do use this services? Surprisingly, Volkswagen does it. Well, what does Volkswagen use Cognitive Service for? Volkswagen uses Cognitive Services for high quality real time translations and enabling the company to better engage its global customer base. And what it uses these services in order to have real time interaction with the cars and the driver. So if the driver is speaking Italian, the car would recognize it automatically and speak to the driver in Italian. So how does it do? Well, Microsoft's Cognitive Service helps that to, in order to, like, when the person is speaking, not only trace using the Cognitive Service API and fetches it back to the car. And we also have Uber also uses it in order to safeguard against fraud. That it would automatically scan them if the person is a fraud or not. Uber also uses it using the facial recognition. And hey, if you want this cognitive service, you want to use this cognitive services, follow this link, or just I'll copy this link, and I'll just post this link after the session. You can go to this link, or you can just screen capture it. And if you go here and click start, it would give you 12 months of free service. Azure actually has an offer currently going on for cognitive services. Like if you go through this link, you will get for 12 months of subscription of Azure for free. So that's a good option for you if you want to start and try on your own. So moving on, we know what are cognitive services, and let's now deep dive into what is custom vision. So today I will explain you what is custom vision, how what features does it have, and how we can use and implement into your scripts in a detailed manner. So well, let's see what is custom vision in detail manner. Well, it's an AI service and end-to-end platform for applying computer vision to your specific scenario. But you can always customize it to your domain, and well, give a borderless manner. It doesn't give any problems, because you don't need to train it specifically on your machine. It automatically trains from the cloud. So it is already a basic, a good experience that you already get. And well, no machine learning expertise required. I'll just show you why it's not required. It's so much easy. Like even a 5-year-old, if he sees and learns, he can already do it. And features of customization API, customization to your scenario. Well, you can set your model to perceive a particular object for your use case. You can customize it, like what should detect, what should it not detect. Intuitive model creation, it's an easy to build model well, using the simple interface. I'll just show you the interface after this, so you already get like how much easy it is to make a image detection custom vision model. And it's flexible also. You can run this custom vision on cloud or on any edge computing service, because the thing is, for detection of the image, you don't need to run the custom model or the TensorFlow model on your edge computing. So if you're using it on a mobile, or if you're using on a Raspberry Pi, if you're using on an embedded chip, you don't need to have the machine learning model running on that chip, because the machine learning running model is running on a cloud service, to which you can just call it, and you need to have just good internet, good connectivity. You just switch it. There you go. And built-in security, because and as it is Microsoft, it already has good security developed. It has everything in safe lockup and everything. You don't need to like have fear in like you might the data might get leaked. So Azure has your back in that, and you can achieve accuracy without even doing the complex things. Like if like I have known, like I have done the image accuracy thing, so I know how hard it is to tune the image data set. You need to tune you have to always like tune, you need to always get a the algorithm should be like a good one, so that it should work with your, you should tune the parameters and everything. It's a heavy work. You need to, for that you need to at least be a you need to at least have a machine learning knowledge. But so it has a less, we can achieve good accuracy without the complexity, the accuracy you need to have. And can also, so well, I did say that it had a user friendly interface. So so if you can see here, it's showing that it can add images and everything. I'll just show you later this one. And well, deploy anywhere from the cloud to the edge. You can run the models whenever you need them according to the unique scenario requirement. And with one click, your model can be in your device or containers for the low latency scenarios. Okay, so Azure, if you're asking the security, or on like, if you're thinking like, is Azure secure? Would it not steal my data and everything? Well, here are the points. Microsoft nearly invests like 1 billion US dollars every year for the cyber security research and development. So it invests most of the money on cyber security, so that your data would be secure and everything. It also has like more than 3,000 employees based dedicatedly working on the data security and privacy of your data. And it has more than like certifications. It has ISO certification, it has IRS certification, everything. So in short, your data is secured and nothing is used against you if you are using Azure services. So well, let's finish this presentation and let's go to demo time. Okay, so let me just stop this and let me show my browser. I go here, click my browser. Okay, Morsel, can you see my browser? Okay, I did check it. Okay,
I can't see your browser. I can just see the black display. Yeah, now I can see yours.
okay, great. So what you need to do at first, let me just show you how to the I did tell you like how to get your service of free. So if you use the link that I provided in the PPT, if you go here, if you click start here for free, it would just ask you to give your student ID. So well, it's asking me for this. So I'll just show you, like if you go to here and click start here, it would just ask you how to, like what email ID, and just register it and make sure you get the data. And let's start. So if you write here customvision.ai, click so it would, once you log in, the screen would be something like this. So today I'm going to show you there are two types of image classification. One is classification, and the other is object detection. The classification, it's a single tag. Like if you give an image, it already like gives a single tag and everything. And for the object detection, it can detect multiple objects in a single image. So I'll just show you how to do this both. So let's create a new project. Let's name it as let's name it as cats and dogs. Okay, so I'll use a dataset that I have, which has 1,000 images of cats and 1,000 images of dogs. So I'll use that cats and images dogs demo classification. So first, let's start with the classification. Okay, if I get the spelling right, there you go. So make sure you create a new resource. Issue the subscription. There you go. Once you create this resource, Mm, let's wait. So make sure you select the cognitive services here, because there are the custom vision training and prediction kind. But for now, for the, like if you're doing from this website, I would stick to cognitive services. So let's wait until this script. Okay, it has now created. So, so I did show like there are two types of project. One is classification and the other is objective. First, let's do the classification, and we'll put single tag per image. And if you are doing specifically on food, I would suggest this one. If you're doing specific for landmarks, do this. If you're doing for retail purposes, do this. And these are the compact domains in which if you need this model to be exported in a TensorFlow model, or you need to have this model in a Raspberry Pi, I would suggest that you select this domain. For now, let's do the general one and let's create. So once you click create, so this is the bare. So you have the training images here, performance here, predictions here, train here, and everything. And you need to just add the images. So I'll just show you how to add images. If I go to the customization, and I did show like I have two folders with which has dogs and cats. So let's add a dog. So I have 1,000 images of dogs in this folder. Just Control A and click open. So it's asking like these are the images that will be added 1001. So what tag do I want? I'll just keep it as dog and upload it. So once it uploads, it already tags each and every image as a dog. So the one we are uploading, it already knows that these are the images of a dog. And after that, we'll do the same for the cat. So we'll just upload the cat images and keep the tag as cat. And I'll show you how to train it. Into just click the button here to train, and there are two options. I'll just show once it uploads and everything. Is there any questions until now, or am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Thanks, Saad, for posting the links.
Guys, guys, like if you have any questions, you just open your mic and ask the question or write down in the comment box.
Okay. So until someone posts questions. So okay, we have uploaded, and every image has been tagged as a dog. You can see here. So let's do the same thing for let's add is add. So if you click add here again, let's go back and click cat and select those cat images and tag them as cat and upload. Okay, so it's showing like one image. Okay, it's fine. We have 1,000 images uploaded in the name. Okay, now we have 1,000 images of cat and 1,000 images of dog. So you need to just click the train button in the top right corner. Click train to ask you if you want a quick training or if you want advanced training. If you click on advanced training, so if you're just checking out, if you're just checking if the model is working, you could just use quick training. And if you want to specify like if you want to train a model perfectly for the production basis, you can use advanced training and allocate the how many hours you need to do. Azure allows you to do a 24 hours training, which I like think it's a lot of time for supercomputer to train your model. So for now, if you need like if you're deploying a model for a production base, I would suggest you to do advanced training for at least like I would say between 6 or 12 hours. But for now, for the demo basis, we'll use quick training, and quick training like happens in like 2-3 minutes, so it should be fine for us. So it's currently training, and within like 2 and 3 minutes, we would get the API. So let's wait until that comes again. there you go. Your the Azure custom vision just trained 2000 images in just like a minute and a half, I think. And it already shows that it has 99.93 precision and everything. So, okay, now you have trained everything. Now how to test? So if I click here, quick test, it would ask you like select an image. So just go back and select a random image and see what does it give. Is it a cat or is it a dog? So if you can see here, it already like caught it. It's 100% cat. It's not a dog. We can do something like here. If you go, if I select a dog again, just see, and there is a cat here, so it's kind of giving us 0.1%, but it's fine. It's 98.9 dog. The main thing is okay. So this is the classification in which it would give only a single tag. But what if you want to find exactly where the dog is? Like if I'm selecting a random photo here, and you can see it's showing dog, but do you want like where's the dog? Is it here? Is it here? Is it in the center of the image? So for that you need to use object detection. So let's create one for object detection also. So we'll come back to this as I did show that, as I told that we'll use Postman API and everything. So we'll come back to this customization classification. For now, let me just show you the object detection one. So if I create a new project, and this time we'll use object detection, and for that we'll use the same resource, and let's not forget to select object detection. And yes, and some people like domains are changed here, like general, logo, and products on shelf. This one is a lot. This production shelf is kind of important one, because object detection helps a lot in like if you like if some things are lying around in shelves, you need to find the exact thing that you want. It helps you a lot. Okay, so we have created an object detection project. So let us add, for this time, let's make sure not we'll not add thousand of images, because we need to like manually tag everything. So for now, I'll just select 20 images of dog and click open. For this, the thing is you need to in object detection you need to like manually select. So you can already like click like to make a region there and name it as dog and click, and if you try here, it shows you it's a dog. And it's not it's not compulsory, like you need to always select it manually, like if I see, if I hover it, Microsoft sometimes automatically gives you that it has found something here. So if you can you can try to normally do like this, or even you can just use Microsoft prediction to like if I see, there you go, so it automatically finds a square and puts it there. Let's do the same for dogs for now. And so here, so I don't even to like need to mark, I just like forward then, and Microsoft already like gives you like what is it found. Let me just do it. Okay, so we previously got here and saw that so that there was a dog and there was a cat. Let's label this as a cat. So the training model will also recognize this as a dog and this is a cat. We'll do that also. Okay, so the already images are clean and are shifted to the tagged images. So the only thing is remaining, we need to do the same for the cat. Well, now just select 20 images of cat. Let's open it and upload. And let's do the same thing again for the cat. So you might see there are multiple cats here. Let's select each one of them and make sure everyone is selected. Well, it's optional. You can do it for everything, or it's fine. You can just leave it. But make sure you have at least Azure services, custom vision service expects you to have at least 15 images of the same tag. So make sure you at least have 15 images of each of the tags that you create. Okay, so it's not detecting here, it's detecting some other thing. So let's make sure that we label the correct one. Hmm, there you go. So we have 21 images which has cats and 21 images which has dogs. So now we did the marking part, which is the hardest part to do for the custom vision at least. So now we just like click train and use the same thing like quick training. And let's wait for you can already you can also like set the thresholds and everything if you like if you are good and like you want to like fine tune the model. You can already set the thresholds and everything so that the model would be trained according to that, and you can always do the iterations everything. So if you like if you can also compare the iterations like in which how much prediction was good and how much it was not. Let us wait. So the only thing that differentiates between object detection and image classification is in image classification it only gives you a single tag per image. Like it even detect like between a cat and dog. It would just say whether the image contains a cat or a dog. It would not say like if what if you give an image which has dog and cat both. It would be the algorithm would be confused, right? So for that we would use object detection. So what the object detection can differentiate if it has both cat and dog, it could differentiate between like where is the cat, and it will also give the location in the bounding boxes, like here is your cat and here is your dog. So object detection is a superior model than classification, but well both have their use cases. So it would depend on the type of project that you're working on. Let's wait until this gets trained. Okay, I think it does take a minute or 2 minutes for. Uh, Let me ask. Uh, Mursal, shall we wait or shall I just show the model which I have trained? Well, it takes a 2-3 minutes. So shall we want to wait or shall I show the model which I have trained already?
Oh, I think we should wait for like, yeah, we should wait for 2 3 minutes.
Okay, we'll wait.
Uh-oh. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, you are.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thanks. Actually, my power just went off, so yeah, I was just checking. Okay, I'm still there or not.
Okay, it does. The obfuscation model does take a bit of time. Okay, until then, does anyone have questions regarding this? Okay, well, keep the questions in the chat and we'll see afterwards then. Well, the obfuscation model had trained, its showing precision is 100%. So let's see. Let me, if I give the same thing, like if I give a cat image, so see the difference between, like, once it trains, you can see that it makes a bounding box over the cat. It shows exactly where the cat is, and only gives the prediction like it is a cat, and it has 99.8% accuracy. And if I show it the image of a dog, then it would exactly mark the space where the dog was. There you go. So it's exactly marking the bounding box of the dog's face, and it's showing that it's a dog. But what if the image contains both dog and cat? I have a picture lying around. If you see this image, it has lying around. So let us make sure. So there you go. So it did show that there's a cat and there's a over the cat. It shows like here is your cat and here is a dog. So it can so this observation model can detect between, like, it can already give like two tags between in a single image. So this works in a specific case, and that image classification works for a specific case. Okay, so this was the basics. So let me just go back and show you how it is done. So once you create a project, you just it would just open, and it would just add images. Once you click add, to select the image. If I go here, custom vision, just click an image, and it will just add it's a dog, and click upload file. It would all like, well, you just upload the file and automatically tag it as a dog, and you just click train and then fetch the API and everything. So that's the simplest thing you can do, because if you have seen, like, previously, if you want to ever do a machine learning image detection project, it would have a very long processing to get the images, tag them, and then keep your laptop or your desktop PC lying around for even like 6, or at least I would say 4 hours to have a good train model, and then configure the your if you're doing on Python, you need to configure the Python file so that it will fetch this graph and everything. So instead of that, custom vision is so easy to just like upload images, tag them what it is, and click train, and you have a model ready, which could do the testing you want. So now I have the model here, but what to do if I want to use it if I want to call in an API, I want to use it in what's it in a file. So for that, if you can see, like, it's like, once you're satisfied with this model, let's click publish. Like, you're satisfied with this model, and I'll uh, use some iteration like um, final model, and click it publish. So what custom vision creates a specific API. If you go here and click prediction URL, you'll find that it automatically generated an API for you in order to fetch and everything. So I'll show you how to use this API in order to get. Let me just share my whole screen. Hold on. I think I just shared. Okay. Let me just reshare my screen so that your desktop would be available for you guys. I share my screen here. There you go. Now you can see my desktop. Okay, now we'll use this prediction API in order to fetch the in Postman. So I did tell you that I'll show you how to use the services in Postman. So if I bring up my Postman service, Postman is a simple software which helps you to fetch APIs and see like, send a request and get the format. So let me just keep it in the side. Let us just keep this in a sub. So now we have our API on the left side and we have Postman on the. So normally you need to do is you need to do a post request. So if you go down the drop menu of here of Postman, click post, then it would ask you the request URL. So let's do one thing. Let's, if you have an image URL, let's say we have an URL of an image. So let's copy this and paste it here. There you go. You have the image URL set. And now you need to set this prediction key and the content type. So for that, if you go here near the headers and click headers, just copy this prediction key. Copy this and paste parameter here and and then the value. Just make sure you paste it here in the value and the content type. Copy the content type and header to value to application design. Now it's ready and it's saying that set the body to the URL. So let's go to the body tab and make sure you select it has raw. So it would allow us to, that's the API. So we have the URL and everything. We just need an image, a URL. So let's go to let's search something as uh, dog images. I go to images. We can see a dog here. Let's see whether we can fetch this image address. So I did copy the image address here. Let's go back here and it says, okay, let me just copy this first. Let's just paste it here and to just replace the URL. So let me just copy the image address and to just replace this thing. There you go. So now it's plus. If you click send, it's sending the request with the image, and there you go. If you see here, um, I don't think if we can, if I can zoom it or not. Okay, fine. Okay, if you can see here, the a JSON has returned in which it shows that at what project ID our project was and what iteration when it was created and everything. And if you see the predictions, it would see that it has a probability of 100% that it's a dog. And this has a random exponential value. That means it didn't find something related to cat. If your probability has a random garbage value, that means it didn't find anything. So we need to just ignore this if it has an exponential or random garbage value. So probability, you need to just multiply it by 100 if you want to get the percentage. So it's showing that it's 100%, it's a dog. So well, we also found the how to get this custom vision model on your Postman. You just now export the API and everything. And also a bonus thing, I actually found my a script which I was working on a year back, I think, in which I use this custom vision to fetch the image, which fetch a local image and do it here. So this is the, let me just, I think I can maximize. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So I have the script lying around in which if you when I run the script, it's in C sharp. So you can, if you can see, it will be in C sharp. And in this, I would just ask the person to enter the image file path, and I will then send the image to the make prediction function. What does it do? It first, it has the prediction. It just makes a call to the uh, to our API and then fetch it back. So for that, let's see what is asked. First, it asks you the prediction key. If you want the prediction key, go to the prediction URL, and if you see prediction key, it should be here. Let's copy this. If here we have prediction key and it's asking you for the string URL, and let for the URL it's nothing but this. So as I'm sending, instead of the URL, as I'm sending the file, to use this URL. Let's copy it and just there you go. Now everything is set. So let me just build this once. So this mod, this uh, script has been built. So now what we need to do is just run it. So um, let's make sure we have the image URL. So for now, let's take a random image of a dog who's the lucky one. There we go. Let's let's take this and 198. So here is the image URL that I was asking, like the whole path of the JPEG. So if I go back here and click Control 5, there you go. The program has started. So it's asking to enter the image file path. So I'll just Control V and put the image file path. So I'll just click Enter, and it would go. It would call and fetch the answer. So let us see. So so it will be in the same format that our JSON was. So in the Postman, it automatically like arranges it for you, but command prompt doesn't. You need to just see like it's showing the ID is this, project is this, iteration number is good, and predictions. It's showing the probability is at 1 for dog. So probability would be at first, like here you go. So if you can see here, it's the same thing. Like first the probability comes, then the tag edit and the tag name. So it should be here like it is a dog at one. So let's make sure that it is working. So let's hit enter. It's not. So let's rerun this, and let's this time let's give it a tag of a cat. Let's select a random cat. Who's going to be the? Let's select this one, and it's 309. And if I select this, and if I paste it here and click enter, it will share the image of the cat. And let's see, the probability is 1 of it's a cat. So there you go. You have a working C# script which would fetch to directly. And you can also, as it is a console file, we can do one thing. We can always dump that JSON that you're receiving into a file and show the output only. So yeah, so this was a basic demo of custom vision service and how we can create um, a custom vision model based on classification and on object detection, and through which you can fetch using the Postman API, and for the bonus, a C# script. And I'll make sure that you guys get the PPT and this C# file that I have created. And yes, Mursal, let's make
Yeah,
sure that
yeah.
I have
Like in the end, we'll share a feedback form. So whoever will fill up that feedback form will get the emails, and the resources will be shared with them. Would that be
so
okay?
make should be so make sure that you fill the feedback form that is in the screen currently. In order to get your certificate. And yes, make sure that you follow me. If you have any questions, just contact me using this email ID. You can always find me on social handle using this. Instagram should be Sundarishwar_Ishwar, and Twitter at Sundarishwar. So yes, make sure you don't forget to fill the feedback form, unless you won't get the certificate. So make sure you fill that right now. I'll keep it in the screen until this meeting ends. So don't forget to do that. Mursal, I think the session is all yours now.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a minute. There is some issue with the feedback form. Just give me a minute. Let me fix it.
Okay.
Actually, I copied it. Yeah, we know, Sarma, that the feedback form is slow. That's what I'm saying. Actually, I copied it from my last feedback form and it was closed, so I forgot to just open it. Yeah, now it's open. We're very
Okay.
sorry
So
for
try
this.
again now.
Yeah,
It
the
should
feedback
be
form is
open
open
now.
now. Yeah, so, Sundareshwar, your session was really great. In Urdu, we say कि सातों तबक रोशन हो गए. And yeah, it was like, bro, the feedback form is opened once and CE34. Form is opened. Just refresh the form, it will show up. If it still doesn't show up, then tell me. Can anyone confirm if the form is open? It's opening with me, and I started
Let me
getting
just try.
responses.
And there you go. It is
Yes,
open,
form
so
is open.
you can fill it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's open.
Yes, Musa, and
Yes, so
thanks to
it was
Hiba
like,
for inviting me.
yeah, thank you so much, Hiba, for connecting us. Yes, Sundareshwar, I think we have worked together already. We
Yes,
have
I
Vedant
do.
as well.
I remember that we worked for the quantum computing community.
Yeah. I call it now. Okay, Eve Tech dot in the roll call roll number is from Mute. Yeah, Mute is a university's name, Mehran University of Engineering Technology Jamshoro. The roll number is, if you are from the university, you can fill it up, else you can just skip that field because that's not required. You can just skip it. Yes, Saad Aslam, you have a question.
Hello, I am audible?
Yes, Saad bhai, you
Yes,
are perfectly audible.
Okay, great. So,
Hiba, can we make everyone else attend?
Sundeshwar, can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you.
yes.
Okay, Sundeshwar, I have a question. So basically, I am doing a project on text summarization.
Okay.
So can we use text analytics for that purpose?
For the text summarization, I think you should be able to, because it would just actually text summarize cognitive services does have a thing which will like pick out the important points. So I think since you're doing the summarizing thing, it should be helpful like to like the text as to go ahead and pick up the important points that you need. So I think it should be helpful for you.
Okay, I will look at it. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining this session. Make sure you just fill the feedback form so you will get the certificate.
Yeah, Sundaresh, I have a question. I have a query as well.
Go on.
Okay, like I am working on a project that
Mhm.
detects anxiety.
It takes anxiety. Okay.
Yeah, the aim of that project is to detect anxiety. So yeah, first we are working with dialog flow, but then we're stuck somewhere. Like we're using scales by recommended by WHO to detect anxiety. We
Mhm.
contacted some psychiatrists, psychologists. They guided us up like you guys use these scales to detect anxiety in a person. So like the what does the project do? It uses a bot.
Mhm.
The bot asks questions, and like how much from a scale of 0 to 4, how much anxious, how much depressed you are feeling today, yeah, how much angry you have felt today, yeah, how much hungry you are feeling today, yeah, questions like these. And then it was the feedback by the user should be stored in a variable, and the variable should, like we have a count variable. The count variable should be updated with every question with their answer, and at the end it should be compared with the that scale,
Average
so
skill.
that we may know how much that guy is suffering from anxiety. So we tried for dialog flow, but
Mhm.
dialog flow doesn't give us that much feasibility, flexibility, so that we can have our variables and we just like bend it our own way. So I wanted
Okay.
to ask that you mentioned Azure Q&A maker. So
Mhm.
can we have this on that?
Yes, but Q&A maker, what does it do? It just reads the questions that you give and make sure that the chatbot replies to the same message. But if you are using like if you want to fetch the scale and everything, like how is the user replying to it? Like because the Q&A, what Q&A maker does, it only makes a database so that the chatbot would reply in, if you ask a specific question like how many, like for a college, like it would, like someone would ask how many branches are there in the college. So it would just search in the database and give the reply for it. But I don't know that Q&A maker would help you in getting the scales, like if the guy is replying to the answer. For that, I would suggest you to go to the um, what is it, the speech, the text analytics, I think, which would detect the emotion of the text, like if the guy is writing in a way of a happy way or a sad way or an angry way. Through that, I think you can use the scales. And if you are trying to do on an image detection also, I would suggest you to go to the face detection API, because if a person is sad, you can directly see from his face, because the face has specific emotions for sad and angriness. And face detection API can look into such tiny details, such as has his eyebrows been raised or it's down, or if he's smiling, or if his face is so frowned, if he is happy. It could just it has so many, there's so much like good algorithm in it. It would detect the emotions just from the look of the face. So like coming back to your question, Q&A maker only has a, like only make sure that the database that you give, like chatbot, would speak up those questions. Like if you give it a specific questions, it would just say, it would make sure that it answers those questions. And for the analytics part, I would not suggest for going the Q&A maker. You can make the database using the Q&A maker, but you can implement like 2 3 features. Like for the database, you can use the Q&A maker. Then for the analysis, you can go back to text analytics. And if you're trying to use the face detection also, you can use the face API. You can merge all these APIs to get your perfect like result.
Okay, I perfectly got it. I got it. So, guys, have you all filled up the feedback form yet? Because till now I have just received 34 responses, and we were like 45 people attending the event. Apart from me and Hiba and Sundareshwar, there still should be 42.
Sundeshwar,
Yes, sir.
can you share any Microsoft Learning path regarding this Microsoft Cognitive Services or any
Yes.
module so that
uh,
students who are beginners can take advantage of that?
yes. Hold on, let me just pull up. So if you are an MSP or if you are a non-MSP, you can also always use this Microsoft Learn platform. Let me just where's the team screen? Let me just share this link also in here. So if you go to the MS Learn platform and make sure you sign in, and if you go to the learning path, and if you search for the cognitive services, you would already have something. Like if I search here cognitive and search, so they are specific learning paths